Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. I greet every one of us that have been with me since day one. So today is another day. We'll be talking on different aspects entirely from what we've already known about forex before. So I said we'll be talking about binary option because I told you from the last lecture that we'll be talking about binary option first. So now we have binary option. We have binary option. So now this binary option, before I move to binary option, I have to tell us what a broker means. Broker, if you are talking about broker, I know some people have heard about broker, forex broker, forex broker, forex broker. Broker are the people that makes retail trader to be trading retail trader to the forex market. So what I mean here is brokers are the ones that take retail trader to the forex market. So these brokers, they are the ones that have big amount of money. So, and retail traders, the amount of money we are having to trade in forex is little. It cannot go anywhere in forex, but it's broker that you have to deposit your money to for you to be able to trade in the foreign exchange market. Now, because the reason why is that the amount of money being traded in foreign exchange market in a day is over $5.3 trillion in a day. See how the amount is big. See how the money is so big. How much do you have out of that $5.3 trillion? So you also you have to think of it that this money is too small. So it is these brokers that have big amount of money to take to the foreign, because like past 3 decades, you can't just go to the foreign exchange market to trade. It is this broker, it is through the invention of these brokers that people are being able to trade in the foreign exchange market. So we have the retail trader. From the retail trader, you deposit your money to the broker. If you deposit your money to the broker, it is the broker that will now take your money to the foreign exchange market. So that's when you will be able to trade in the foreign exchange market. So that's what broker means, in case some of us do not know the meaning of broker. So that's just the simple definition of a broker. They are the one that gives you the opportunity to trade in the forex market. So they help you to trade in forex market. It is through them that you can be able to trade in the foreign exchange market. Now, I said we have a binary option and spot forex, and we'll be talking about binary option today. So I told you that I will recommend Olim Trade as a broker. The broker we'll be using for the binary option. Broker for binary option. For binary option is Olim Trade. Now, through this Olim Trade, you can enter the foreign exchange market. You deposit your money to Olim Trade. Then after depositing your money to them, you'll be able to trade in the foreign exchange market. So you can go online, go to your Play Store and download the app. You see Olim Trade. Now, with this Olim Trade now, if you deposit your money, let's assume you have $100. Now, with this $100, you can trade in 100 times. You have the opportunity to trade in 100 times. If you are using $1 to trade, for each of your trades. So as we have $100 now, I said you have the opportunity to use this money to trade 100 times. What I mean is, even if you are using $1 to trade, that is, you are using $1 on each trade that you are placing. That means if you are not even winning, if you are not even having profit on each trade, that is, you are placing $1 on each trade, it will take you 100 times before you can lose your entire money. So this one, it is the only amount of money you are taking to the foreign exchange market that you can lose. You know, if you have $100 and you are taking $1 to the foreign exchange market, that means you still have $99. If you lose this $1, you still have $99 in your account. But also, if you win with this $1 that you took to the foreign exchange market, we have I told you we have different assets. Some assets you can see it there that, okay, maybe if you trade this asset, you will have 82% of your money. That means if the asset that you traded on is 82%, that means if you win, you will be having $1.82. That is $1.82. So if you are having $1.82, that means this $1.82, adding it back to your $99, since you took $1 from $100, you know you have $99 in your account. This $1 has been exposed to the market, but you are bringing that $1 back with 82 cents. That means you will be having $100. You'll be having $100 and 82 cents. So it will be $100.82. Also, if you lose, I told you earlier that if you lose the money that you took to the foreign exchange market. Now, think of it. You also think of it. If you take $1 to the market and you are having $100 in your account, before you even lose all this entire money, you would have gained some amount of money also. Now, if you are now having $1.82 as the money you are getting back, which makes 82 cents as your profit now. If you are losing and you are trading on an asset that they tell you that, okay, you are having 82% on it. If you are losing, that doesn't mean that you are losing 82% of $1. That doesn't mean that you are losing 82 cents out of your $1. No. If you lose totally. You lose the entire $1. But if you are gaining this 82 cents. So it will be added to that $1 that you took to the market, which is 82 cents with $1, which will now be $1.82 that you are bringing back to your account. So there are some assets also. You can see, you may see there that, okay, if you trade this asset, it is 30%. So if you should trade an asset and the asset will be giving you 30%, that means if you take $1 to the market, you'll be having $1.30. So if you are losing, you will be losing the entire $1. So think of it, the type of assets that you have to trade in the foreign exchange market, because you have to think about it that, okay, if I'm even losing, I know what I'm losing on, and if I'm gaining, okay, my risk management now, I know that I have 82% of my money if I gain. But if you are trading on what you are going to have 30% on, so it will look somehow, but it is, someone can decide to trade on it. It says it will be profit. If you know that what you want to do is very, very sure for you, you can trade it and you have your 30% on the money. Now, I said the reason why I said this $1 out of $100 is that for you to know the proper risk management. Think of it, you having $100 in your account and you are trading with just $1. You are trading with just $1, and compare it with someone that has $100 in his account and he is trading with $10. That means it will take this person to lose 10 times, to lose his entire money, his or her entire money 10 times. But if you are using $1, that means it will take you just 100 times before you can lose your entire money. And you have to know also that if this person, if the two of you should place a trade, if you should place the same trade, if it now comes to profits, you know you'll be having $1.82 if the asset is on 82% profit. And if the person should be trading his own with $10, that means the person will be having 10% of this $10. So which 82% of this $10, which is the person will be having 18.2% of his money. So now the person has added 82% to his money. So if the person should be gaining, that means the person will be gaining $8.20, but you will be gaining just 82 cents. So you have to think of it. But if the person also is losing, the person is losing the entire $10, and you will just be losing $1. So you have to know what you are doing concerning risk management in foreign exchange. Now, in foreign exchange, we have what we call signal. Signals. When we are talking about signals are like prophecies that, okay, people have studied the market, that this is what the market is going to be, this is how the market is going to be in the next 5 minutes, or in the next 1 hour, or in the next 1 day. So you know, when you are talking about prophesying about something, so if someone should tell you that, okay, on this so date you will become a millionaire, that doesn't mean that you will stay inside your room till the day will come and you will be expecting that million. No, you have to work towards what the person has said. What I mean by this is that signals are like prophecies given by professional traders, given by expert traders on how the market is going to react. For binary option, signals do come in this way. Let's assume you are trading on Euro USD. Now, if you are trading on Euro USD, you have Euro USD. Don't be annoyed that I do use this Euro USD GBP. It's because these are the major assets being traded very well in the foreign exchange market. Now, if you are trading on Euro USD, the signal on Euro USD may come in this way, that buy Euro USD at 13 o'clock GMT in 5 minutes, or for 5 minutes. What this signal is telling you is that buy Euro USD, that is, buy Euro, sell USD. Since you already know that if you are buying, automatically you are selling. So the signal is telling you that you should buy this currency pair. If you should buy this currency pair, that means you are buying Euro, you are selling USD. You buy this Euro and you are selling USD. So at exactly 13 o'clock GMT, and you have to understand something concerning this time. If something is telling you that 13 o'clock GMT, you know that we are in Nigeria and our time zone is GMT plus 1. So that means you have to add 1 to this time that they are telling you. So it means you have to buy Euro USD at 14 o'clock. Since in Nigeria, you know, as we are in Nigeria now, let's use Nigeria as an example. So in Nigeria, and you now see this type of signal at 13 o'clock GMT. That means you have to buy Euro USD at 14 o'clock. which is 2 o'clock p.m. So that means you are to buy Euro USD at 2 o'clock p.m. You don't have to make the mistake of buying that Euro USD at 1 o'clock p.m. No, since you are in Nigeria, you have to know that the time zone for Nigeria is GMT plus 1. But if you are in a country whereby their time zone is GMT, that means you have to buy Euro USD at exactly 13 o'clock, which is 1 o'clock p.m. So that's just it. And they said 5 minutes. So that means you have to set your time frame to 5 minutes. What this 5 minutes is talking about is that you placing your trade now at this so time. That means your trade will be ending in the next 5 minutes. That means your trade from now, which is 2 o'clock, right? We have 2 o'clock p.m. and you set your time frame to 5 minutes. That means your trade will be ending at exactly 2:05 p.m. So if you should set your time to 2:01, that is, okay, maybe you are using the signal is saying 5 minutes and you are using 1 minute. That means if you are lucky, it is very, very possible for the trade to bring you profit. But at times, if it says 5 minutes and you are trading on 1 minute, that means your trade is at risk, pure risk, 100% risk. So at the end of the day, you may come to loss. So you have to note all these things. But if you are traveling or you are in a country that is, maybe their time zone is GMT plus 2, GMT plus 2, you know, Nigeria is GMT plus 1, and if you are in a country that is GMT plus 2, that means, and you are seeing this type of signal that buy Euro USD at 13 o'clock GMT, that means you have to add 2 to this, which is 15 o'clock, right? That's 15 o'clock, which is 3 o'clock p.m. for 5 minutes. So you set your time frame to 5 minutes and you trade for 5 minutes. It can be 1 minute, it can be 10 minutes, it can be 15 minutes. So now we've known much about the signal. Now that's how signals are being given in binary option. Now I would like to explain some things concerning the risk management. Concerning the risk management in binary option. You have to have a plan. If you are trading, you must have a plan that, okay, let me give you this instance. Risk management under binary option. The reason why this risk management is very, very essential is that for you not to lose all your money, in forex, you have to know that, okay, I'm having $100 account, and if I should trade today, and okay, like me now, when I started trading with this $100 account now, I can decide that, okay, based on my own plan, you may have another plan, but it is very, very advisable that your plan should work in line with this risk management. You can decide that, okay, in a day, if I should place a trade and I'm losing $3 in a day, that means I'm satisfied on that day. I will not place any other trade again. And if I should win in a day, if I should have the profit of $5, I'm okay, because the foreign exchange market can be so tempting to the extent that if you are placing a trade with this your $100 and you are using $1 to trade, and maybe you are having 50% of your money, you have 50% of this, making it 1.50 making it $1.50. This one also $1.50, $1.50. This one also $1.50, $1.50. If the asset you are trading on is 50% of your money, this is 6, right? Okay, you have another one, $1.50. You have another one, 1.50. Another one, 1.50. Another one, 1.50. Yeah. Now, if you add everything together, maybe you are taking $1 to the market and you are seeing 50% profit. Let's assume all these trades now are in profit. All these trades now are in profit. So you have this. If you add this to this, this one will be. If you add this one to this, to this, to this, to this, to this, that means you are having $15. So, and I have decided that okay, if I should have $5 profit in a day, I'm satisfied. That means I have used $10 to trade and I'm having additional $5 in my trade. That means I've met my daily target for that day. So I have to go outside the market. You don't have to trade all the time. Since you have your plan that okay, if I should make this also amount of money in the market in a day, I'm satisfied. If I should lose this also amount of money in a day, I'm satisfied. Tomorrow is another trading day. So you have to note that you must have risk management, because if you do not have risk management, you can lose your entire money in a twinkle of an eye. So this risk management is very, very essential in binary option. So I will be dropping a video of the practical means through which binary option is being traded. So I think with this we've known some things concerning the binary option. So let me just go back to what I've explained earlier. I started by explaining the binary option, that we have a broker. Broker are the people that I started with explaining what broker means. So when you are talking about broker, they are the ones, they are the organization, they are the companies that allow the retail trader to be able to go into the foreign exchange market for them to trade. And I explained about how currencies pair are being traded in foreign exchange markets. I use an example of Euro USD by buying and selling. I told you that if you are buying one this thing in forex market, you are also selling automatically. So, and I talked about the signal, how signals are being given. So this signals are being given for people. Okay, maybe you do not have time to study the chart very well for that day. Okay, how has the market been moving since? So these professional traders, the expert traders, they know much about how the market has been moving. So they give you a signal that will make you to. And concerning this signal, if the market is moving towards buying direction and the signal is telling you sell, that doesn't mean you should place that sell, since you know it's not going in your favor as at that time. Although after placing the trade, the thing can change to buying direction, but that doesn't mean that it is every signal that you see that you take. If signal is not going in favor of you, you don't have to take it. You don't have to take the signal. So if signal is saying buy, and the market also is moving towards buying direction, that means you can place that, you have the assurance of placing that trade like that. So you can place it, but if it is not going towards your direction, I will advise you to think twice before placing that particular trade. And if the market is moving towards sell and the signal is telling you to sell, that means you can sell. You can also sell like that. Since the market is moving towards sell direction and you are seeing a signal of sell, you can sell. So that's just it about signal. and I talked about the risk management. This risk management actually talk more about how to save your money in foreign exchange markets, how your capital will not be exposed to the foreign exchange market totally, how you are not going to lose your entire money in the foreign exchange market. You don't have to be greedy in foreign exchange market. Some people, they will be thinking that, okay, as I am having $100 in my account, I want it to be $1,000 tomorrow. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. It will, at the end of the day, it will result in gambling. So you have to follow the rules. You must have plan. So that's just it about the risk management, and that's what I have for us concerning the binary option. But I will also be dropping a practical video concerning the binary option, in which you will know more about binary option. Thank you very much. Don't forget to like and subscribe on the YouTube channel. Thank you.